this is a true Sunday 4x4, and you guys just saw it tear through at least 8 inches of snow there from a dead stop with crappy tires in rear-wheel drive, and it's fantastic. What's up, YouTube? Drew here, and you're not in my garage. You're actually out in the middle of this massive field at an airport on this gorgeous sunny day. It's about 25 degrees, and that snow there is less than an inch, but the stuff over there is about 4 or 5 inches. And I just wanted to show you guys this Jeep Liberty. So if you're subscribed to this channel, I love you. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate our subscribers. But if you're subscribed to this channel, you know most of what I work with is stuff like that. So, you know, big Toyota fan, big Honda fan. I have my complaints about the CRV and the RAV4, which are both competitors of this car. You know, the Mazda CX-5, things like that. Obviously, we're getting out of comparable years. But, you know, so this channel is a lot about fixing those things for work. And then, of course, you guys know I like my right-hand drive cars we buy in Japan, and also classic American cars, you know, muscle cars, basically 1930s through 1960s American cars. You won't find me with stuff like this very often, but I saw this at the auction. It's a Southern vehicle, not trying to plug the, you know, the business or anything like that, but very, very proud of the rust-free nature of the cars that my wife and I bring in from the South. I saw this at an auction in Maryland. Its history shows that it was always in kind of like central Maryland. It's a skinny state, but you know, it's true. It's a true Maryland car. It's rust-free, so I grabbed it. And I parked it over here in the overflow parking, and I am just absolutely amazed at how well this car performs in this snow. So first of all, it's not, you know, front wheel drive with a drive shaft that powers the rear wheels sometimes, like comparable cars that are actually gonna be more expensive than this. This is a 2006, it's got 113,000 miles on it, and it's, you know, it'll be probably under 6 grand if I had to guess. You're gonna pay a lot more than that for the same year with a lot more miles if you buy the Toyota or Honda, and you're gonna get, if it's a RAV4 or a CRV, you're gonna get a front wheel drive vehicle with a rear wheel drive, you know, assist, if you will. You're not gonna take either one of those vehicles through the woods. This is a real, you guys saw the solid rear axle that's in it. You know, it's got a beefy front end as well. You know, I say beefy comparatively speaking. It's not a Wrangler, it's not a Grand Cherokee, but it is, you know, that's a transfer case. You know, it's a real four-wheel drive vehicle. Look, it's got four-wheel high and four-wheel low, which perform awesome. But that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is to say how I am just so very impressed with this vehicle. The quality of it, it's, you know, it's not, you know, when you're like an import person like me, you know, I drive a Toyota Tundra that was designed and, you know, developed and manufactured in the United States. My wife's Odyssey is also a United States specific, you know, designed here, built here. But it is that, you know, Honda legendary and Toyota legendary quality where, you know, mid-2000s Mopar, not so much. I'm extremely impressed. And again, you know, I know that that's mine. I have the Tundra, you know, you know, diesel Land Cruisers and things like, I know my all-wheel drive or my four-wheel drive off-road, you know, versus cheap all-wheel drive, you know, grocery getters. And what I'm here to tell you is that this little booger would be, you know, with a slight lift and some all-terrain tires, this thing would hold its own, you know, for the family that occasionally just wants to drive through some mud on their own land or somebody else's or whatever. But back to the point of the video, I'm just so impressed with this as, you know, kind of a grocery getter. So, you know, what you don't want is something like this that if it's not in four-wheel drive, it's gonna wipe out and be dangerous and brutal. So while we're back here, you know, the only other person is that truck way over there, and there's no planes landing today, so I'm gonna take you guys inside, and I'm in rear-wheel drive mode, and these tires, as you see, absolutely suck. I mean, they're absolutely not getting sold to a customer this way. They're almost at the wear bars. So we're gonna see how this thing performs in just straight up. Look at that sky, not very common for here. We're just gonna put it in drive, and we're just gonna go, like we're leaving a light. And believe it or not, we're going. It has excellent traction control. This is deep snow right here. I'm gonna turn the wheel and hit the gas. And as you see, I'm turning. It slid a little bit. This is some really, really deep snow. And I just got right through it. That's, should show you guys instead of just tell you about it. Just drove right through that. I wasn't going fast and I was on the gas hard. A nasty car would just stay there and have to get put in four-wheel drive. It went right through, and you know, you see the tires suck, and you know, I mean, gears are gears, engines are engines, but the traction control and stability control system in this vehicle is phenomenal. Let's go over here to some more snow. That's, you know, I mean, if you had, like, for example, if you had a Mustang or a Camaro or whatever, even my Tundra, when it's not in four-wheel drive, if you're in that much snow, there's about an inch of snow there, maybe a little less, but enough where, you know, if I come to a dead stop, so I'm at the stop, the light turns green, it just goes. It just walks, absolutely walks. I'm gonna get on the gas here kind of hard when I'm turning, and instead of doing donuts, you see how it started to do one there, and it just grabs. And what that is the anti-lock brake speed sensors are sensing that one wheel's starting to spin crazy fast and the car's cutting throttle. And what that does is it's allowing it to have just enough throttle so it moves, but it doesn't spin. So it's very good traction control. I mean, again, I just stopped in snow that, you know, as a little kid, my dad had a 95 Mustang. And I remember, I mean, vividly remember getting beeped at in intersections when the light turned green and the Mustang would still be sitting there when it turned red again, just trying to, trying to get going because, you know, it's no traction control. Not a good weight balance. You know, all the weight was in the front of the car. This thing is pretty darn good weight balanced, and the traction control and the stability control in it is awesome. So again, here we are. That's, you know, decent amount of snow. There's some tracks to show you how much. And we're just gonna pretend that, you know, this isn't a car review. This is just, you know, Drew, I'm a dad, I got a kid in the back, and I'm going to the grocery store, right? Light turns green, I go, I can tell my car's slipping, but pretend I have no mechanical knowledge whatsoever of what goes on underneath the car. I'm gonna go through some really deep snow there, that's like a foot. You know, we're just gonna pretend I have no knowledge of what's going on. I'm the kind of guy, when I press the gas, I just pray that the car moves, and I don't know anything about the details. That just happened. So we're gonna get one more time here. We're gonna get into some deep stuff. I'm gonna even stop in this really, really deep stuff and see if I can get through it. So right now I am stuck, totally stuck. I did that on purpose, as you see. And we are in some very, very deep snow. I'm gonna show you guys. Now again, well actually, got a wheel spinning. I have four-wheel drive high and four-wheel drive low in this thing. I'm playing the opposite side of the table here. So is this a suitable vehicle if it wasn't four-wheel drive for a snowy environment? Let's stop, put it in reverse, see if it's stuck, see what that traction control does for us. And it just got right out of it. I mean, that is literally over a foot of snow. It's in that right now. Look at that. I mean, if I actually get, that's like up to my knee. So, obviously, again, in four-wheel, this thing would be a monster right now. We're gonna leave it in two-wheel and see if I can get out of this area. Look at that. And that buzzing and clicking sound you hear, that's the ABS system. You can see it blinking right there. That's the traction control system, and I'm back up and running. You can literally own this vehicle in an area like Rochester, New York, which our 30-year average just dropped from about 120 inches of snow a year to like 112 or something like that. That is 10 feet of snow. Well, you get what I mean. It's a substantial amount of snow that we get. You could own this vehicle in Rochester, rear-wheel drive. With 4x4, this thing is awesome. So anyways, I'm Drew. This is kind of a retro review in the snow of what I think is probably one of the least appreciated small SUVs on the market. Toyota RAV4, Honda CRV, Kia Sportage, Hyundai Tucson, Ford Escape. I mean, they're all front-wheel drive, car-based, with rear wheels that kick in when they're needed. This is a true Sunday 4x4, and you guys just saw it tear through. I didn't end up going over that thing that was higher than my knee because I don't want to fill the front of the, the radiator and all that jazz with snow, but I went through at least 8 inches of snow there from a dead stop with crappy tires in rear wheel drive, and it's fantastic. It has just enough get up and go. It's plenty roomy. And again, this is a possible real fun car to take, you know, camping and through mud and all that crap. I absolutely recommend this thing. I'm very impressed by it, and this is not the car dealership's channel. This is my personal screwing around channel, so it gets my personal endorsement as well as my business endorsement. I love this car. I can't wait to finish it, get it all cleaned up, and put it for sale. Anyways, if you found this entertaining, please give it a thumbs up. That helps the internet know to direct other people to it. And if this is the kind of content you like, we're gonna be doing a lot more of these retro reviews on older cars, especially, you know, misfits that don't get the reputation that they should. So subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of that. Hey, take care. God bless. Bye.